From LEX 18, your official UK sports station for Big Blue Nation, this is BBN Tonight. Presented by Central Bank, the official bank of UK Athletics.
What up? Welcome to BBN Tonight. I'm Eli Gehn.
And I'm Keith Farmer. Tonight, Coach Cal talks about shaking things up on the Kentucky basketball lineup ahead of tomorrow night's matchup with Georgia.
We'll talk about that with Mike Pratt of the UK Sports Network. Plus, Kentucky baseball coach Nick Mingione joins us to break down his team's 2021 SEC schedule. But first, it seems pretty clear that the current UK basketball team will require more than just a tweak that we usually hear about from Coach Cal at this time of year. That's tonight's Big Blue Story presented by Baptist Health. John Calipari went on his weekly radio show last night and said he opened up yesterday's practice by telling his players that all 5 starting spots are up for grabs.
So I said, if anybody wants to start, go dominate. You know what happens? We had a couple guys who haven't started that have moved into a starting position.
Cal went on to say he could have 4 different starters against Georgia tomorrow night. He also said he understands that some of his comments following the Auburn loss might not have come off right, but he stands by the meaning of his message regarding protecting his players' feelings. And Keith, shaking things up is probably the right thing to do right now because what's going on currently is not working.
I feel like, though, you know, back when I played, I wasn't the best player, but I tried my hardest every day in practice because who knows, maybe you end up in the starting lineup. Or if you don't, then you're making that guy ahead of you better. And so I feel like that's something that should have already been happening. But if he all of a sudden says, hey, best 5 are getting the starting lineup, I think that makes everybody really go at it harder in practice. So maybe that's the result. Staying with Cal's radio comments, he also says he's addressing the team's offensive woes by finding a lineup combination he likes, a group that we'll see more often going forward. That also grades out among the best in college basketball. Coach didn't identify which group of players is involved, but he did single out Dante Allen as someone who has made us different.
Over the years, I've tweaked everything. I told the guys the story today in 2014 where it took us till February to figure out. We were 8-8 in our league at one point to figure out what we had to do, and that team got it together. And there are a lot of people out there that are hoping we can't pull this together. I think we can. I really do. And again, it's guys, we're still not making the game easy for each other, especially on offense.
Eli said today during his press conference before Georgia, we're not that far away. He feels like he's seeing some positive things out there in practice.
Yeah, and we can see, too, just some of the moments that they have in some of these games. I mean, you just got to go look at that Florida game and how well they played together on the floor. So you can see the potential there. They're still young, just got to string it together. But if Coach Cal says they're close, I'm going to go ahead and believe him. Yeah. He's the one that deals with them every day, so I'll take his word for it. All right, turning to Kentucky football now. 3 Wildcats have been made the top 100 players from 2020 as ranked by Pro Football Focus. Lineman Darian Kennard and Drake Jackson come in at numbers 41 and 57 respectively. And running back Chris Rodriguez ranks 71. And Keith, 2 of those guys will be back wearing blue next year.
And I'm so excited because we're going to see them skyrocket in those next year. And speaking of that, C-Rod also caught PFF's attention for the upcoming season. The media outlet ranks him as the best returning running back in all of college football, grading him at 92.4 for his unbelievably efficient season in 2020. And Eli, why not? When you cannot stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
No kidding, especially with the other pieces that they have in the backfield. Rodriguez is going to take that vault and be the number 1 guy for sure. You saw him come on at the end of the season last year. To see him get the ball more than what he did last year and how he was just able to perform, that's going to be huge. I can guarantee Chris Rodriguez is going to be one of the best running backs, not only in the SEC, but I think the entire country as well. New offensive coordinator could probably help out as well with Liam coming in, making a more air raid attack, passing attack to maybe open things up for him.
And we heard yesterday from Jeff McCorrell saying how much that difference it's going to make having Wandell back there also is going to open things up, and they can't just load the box and try and stop Rodriguez. Now he's going to do what he can do.
It's going to be lit. All right, coming up next on BBN Tonight, Kentucky baseball's SEC schedule is out. And we'll talk to Coach Nick Mingione about it and his expectations for 2021.
And later, we'll also bring in Mike Pratt to keep previewing the Kentucky-Georgia basketball game. Stay with us.